Okay, perfect. Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We hope you had a great week and that you have exciting plans for the weekend. Today we will begin with a brief introduction, followed by a breakout, like a short breakout activity, so we could get to know each other a little bit better. And after that, we'll reconvene and move on to the main presentation. Okay, so yeah, that's today's agenda. And before introducing the team, I would like to share a brief overview of the legacy of this school. The Medicines Research and Development School, MRD School for short, has been running since 2008, when it was known as the summer school, making it our longest running training program. Over the years, our alumni have used their knowledge to collaborate with and engage with the EMA, contribute to health technology assessments, and share best practices across patient communities. We are very, very proud of this legacy, and you're becoming part of this unique group of advocates, and we are very excited to accompany you throughout the upcoming months. My name is Marta Campapadal. I'm the Open Academy Senior Manager, and I'm joining you from Barcelona. And together with my colleagues at Eurodis, we will guide you through the training and ensure that you have all the support that you need. If you have questions at any point about logistics or the dates of the webinars, the online modules, or your trip to Barcelona, you can write in the chat, raise your hand, or email us directly. Virginie, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. Thank you, Marta. And hi, everyone. So, welcome to this first webinar, indeed, of the Medicine Research and Development School. So, my name is Virginie Hiver. I've been working with Eurodi since 2014, so I might have met some of you already. I started my first day at Eurodis by the summer school at that time, so it was always something in which I really had huge pleasure to work with all of you. Over all those years, I have been really involved in our activity around medicines development and access to medicine as well. And well, since October, I'm also having the role of acting CEO of Eurodis during this period where we are transitioning towards new leadership. So really, again, welcome. I will be with you when you will be face to face in Barcelona as well. So very much looking forward also to that.
Thank you. Gemma, would you like to go next?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Gemma Rodriguez. I'm also based in Barcelona and I'm the Open Academy Training Manager. And well, I will together with Marta, I am and I will supporting you during this journey of the Open Academy, sending you a lot of reminders and emails. And if you have anything, any question, or you come up with something and you need to clear these doubts, you can also write me and I will answer you as fast as I can. So.
Perfect. So now that we've introduced ourselves, it's time to introduce all of you. So yeah, officially welcome to the MRD school. This year we have 40 participants, 30 rare disease advocates, and 9 researchers, and you're coming from 23 countries. Collectively, you represent and advocate for 31 rare diseases, covering a wide diversity of rare disease areas. Don't you worry, because during the training and before, we'll circulate a list of participants, so you will have all your names, disease, and organizations. And during the training, you'll receive a booklet with photos, names, bio descriptions, and email addresses, so you can stay in touch even after the training. So as I said, we are very happy to welcome such a diverse group. And since we will spend considerable time together during the webinars and the training week in Barcelona, we think it's important that you begin to get to know each other. During the 4 webinars that we'll do during this pre-training, we'll divide you into breakout rooms for about 5 minutes in each webinar, so you can get to know each other a little bit better. So Gemma will prepare the breakout sessions. You'll see like a pop-up window on your screen asking you to join the group. And once you're there, please introduce yourself, share your name, where you're from, your organization, and the disease that or area that you represent. Let me end the slideshow. And Gemma, whenever you're ready. See you back here in 5-7 minutes. We'll send you back after that, okay? Okay, so welcome back. We hope you enjoyed your first opportunity to connect with your fellow participants. And now we'll talk about the pre-training that starts today. So, next slide. For this pre-training, we will host 4 webinars before the in-person training week in May. All webinars will take place at 12:30 p.m. You have the dates on the screen. You've also received calendar invites for all of them, but the dates are also in the training webpage that I'll share next. For the next webinar on 19 January, we will send you an article to read in advance. It's a very interactive webinar, so we do encourage you to read the article and prepare, because the speaker will ask you questions about the article, and the whole webinar is about asking you questions about the article. So it's not a very long article, but do spend some time preparing between now and 19th of January. This is also a reminder of which e-learning modules you should complete and any other reading material that you'll receive. After the final webinar, you'll have about 2 months before the in-person program begins, I think. Yeah. And during that period, you'll have some preparatory reading, and you can also take a short break before we meet in Barcelona. Talking about the e-learning, before the in-person training, you will go through 7 online modules that take approximately 15 hours to complete. We recommend starting now rather than leaving everything until May, because these modules provide a foundation for the presentations and discussions that you will have in Barcelona. If you have questions about the concepts in the modules, please raise them during the webinars. Before we start each webinar, we will ask you if you have any questions, if you need more information about a specific topic, and we'll be happy to answer them, or send us an email if you have a specific question. If you encounter any technical issues with the course, if the system doesn't save your progress correctly, if you have issues accessing your account, please email me and I will assist. Are there any questions about this part before I show you the training webpage? Okay, so Gemma has pasted the link in the chat, and I want to show it myself too. 1 second. Okay, so this is the training webpage. It's this short URL here, MRD 2026. We'll send you the link via email as well. In this page, you'll have all the information that you will need before, during, and after the training. Here in the first section, you will see the dates, titles, and Zoom links for all the webinars, as well as a short feedback survey with just 3 questions that really helps us track your experience during the training. Then below you have a link to the e-learning modules and the modules that you should complete before each webinar. Then you have a link to the program. We're still finalizing some details, but you can have a quick glance to the program here. We've also prepared a logistics document with information about the venue, how to get there, restaurants nearby, hospitals nearby, etc. And here we will add the final list of participants. without the email addresses for privacy reasons. Then you have a link to join the WhatsApp group. This is something that we've been doing for the past 3 editions. We create WhatsApp groups for each school where you can join and maybe chat a little bit before you meet in Barcelona. Some people use it to get a taxi from the airport to the hotel or meet for dinner later. So if you are into WhatsApp, you can feel free to join us. And below, you can read more about your faculty that you'll meet during the webinars, but also in person. And at the bottom, you can find my and Gemma's email addresses. All clear? Yep. Okay, moving on then. Sorry. Perfect. You see my slides? All right, then. If you've been to our schools after COVID, you know that we've always stayed at a hotel near the sea that is quite far from the airport. Unfortunately, this hotel, Front Maritime, it was called, was not available in May, and we had to find an alternative. So next year, the schools will take place at the Hotel SB Barcelona Events, which is located in Castelldefels, that is a city next to Barcelona. It is 10-15 minutes from the airport. Every year we get a lot of questions about how many nights are covered and which nights, and questions about the meals and when the training starts, etc. Here's a simple picture to illustrate the schedule of the schools and what is included. The schools will start on Monday at 1 o'clock, and you are also invited to attend the welcome dinner on Monday at the same hotel. We will send shortly a survey to collect your food allergies and intolerances, I think in the upcoming weeks after the holidays. Then the breakfast and lunch during training days is included and served in the hotel. And for night 2 and night 3, you're welcome to go out for dinner and explore the city with your fellow participants. For patient advocates, Erdera covers the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights. But what happens if you want to come early because of your flight, or you want to stay later, you want to stay for the weekend, etc., and you want to stay at the same hotel? You should book your accommodation for those specific nights directly on the hotel website with the code D4 slash Eurodis. This will allow you to get the room with the same price as we do. If you are a researcher and want to stay in the same hotel as the schools take place, you can also use this code. If you specified in the registration form that you are coming with a carer, they have their accommodation covered for the same 3 nights as you. And we also recognize that everyone's situation is different, and some participants may be traveling with family, with others are attending on their own, but we are not able to accommodate children or non-registered guests at the welcome dinner, during the training sessions, or on the off-site visit. And we are only able to cover expenses for registered participants and approved carers. If for any reason you are traveling with a +1, you need to contact Sarah from the hotel so she can include the extra person in your booking, and you can pay the difference when you do the check-in. Are there any questions about accommodation? I see some messages in the chat. Can we get the code on the email? Yes, we will share the code with you via email. We'll share these slides, and the session is being recorded, so you can always come back and refresh some aspects. I think that's all from my part. If there are no questions about the logistics, accommodation, or dates, I'm happy to pass the floor to Virginie. Yep, I'll continue sharing my slides. One second.
Thank you, Marta. Yeah, so hi again, and let's move slowly into a bit of the why, also the content, and the why we are organizing this school. So like Marta was saying, MRD school is organized since 2008, and it has always been really a flagship of Eurodis as an organization. Now, since I think the last year we are also organizing with thanks to the partnership with Erdera. But the summer school and now the MRD school have always been very much aligned with the goals of Eurodis. So we have six basically priority area on which we really try to move the things for the people living with rare disease, which are, as you have on the screen, around diagnosis, around healthcare pathways, around integrated care, and holistic lifelong approach, research and knowledge development, data and health digital technology, and of course, and that's also the very reason of the MRD school, the development, availability, accessibility, affordability of treatment. And now I will add, it's also medicines, but it's also medical devices and so on. So what we wanted to do with this course is really to have the tools and the equipment that are really necessary for the rare disease community to be active, to be prepared, and to really be partnering with all the other stakeholders to advance this goal of more and better therapy developed and accessible. Also, I want to maybe add before we move on to the next slide that actually, we are also living a very, very interesting moment in terms of policy on this area. Well, in 1997, when Eurodis was created, it was really to push for the first regulation on orphan medicinal products. And now, I mean, yesterday we had finally the new revised pharmaceutical legislation with all the components around incentivizing development in the area of rare disease and pediatric setting. So also, I mean, you are really taking this course at a very, very crucial moment because we will then have all the element of the implementation of this revised legislation. So it's even more exciting to really be prepared to be active in that moment. So maybe on the next slide, just to say also that we have identification of rare diseases that have been done along the years, and we can now, I mean, refer to this number of existing rare diseases that are around 6,000 to 8,000 different medical conditions. And also one of the very reasons of having this policy, this regulation, and also this really push to have a better situation is that only 5 to 6, depending on the how we do the calculation, but 5 to 6 of these rare diseases do have an approved treatment. So there is a huge gap. There is a huge work to be done in terms of research, knowledge about the diseases, which are the targets that we can have in mind when developing medicines. And how, again, to bring more therapies to the market and to the patients ultimately. On the next slide, we are really showing a bit what we intend in terms of therapies. So it might be really chemical entities, so very, like, I would say, more traditional type of drugs. It can be more advanced therapies, such as gene therapies, also cell therapies like CAR T cells, also other types of advanced therapies. And it's not only newly developed medicine also that we are looking at. And you will have one webinar that will be specifically on drug repurposing. So how also to be creative and to look into the medicines that are already into the market or that have been stopped in their development and how they could be repurposed in order to bring new alternative treatment to people living with rare disease. So we will really try to approach this course with all this in mind, the very, very need to close the gap and really have more and more development initiated, and also like having this large scope of what we can look at. And I think on the next slide, we also, as I said, have this reminder so that during the webinar and during the pre-training and during the face-to-face week, we'll really be approaching all types of medicines. You'll have courses around clinical research, around ethical requirements, around more regulatory aspects, around more access to treatment aspects. So always with this broad scope in mind, also having really the focus on all edges. So again, with this idea of broadening the scope, we will have some of the intervention that will be more focused on pediatric consideration, others that are more general. And really, the idea is that in this course, you will have all the fundamentals to be able to act and be engaged, like Marta was saying at the beginning, with different stakeholders. So either with the regulators, either with the HTA body, either with the developer themselves, either with the healthcare system, the researcher, and we have researcher in the school. So it's also a good way to start the engagement also during the course. And to continue, of course, all the activity you have done in the past, because I mean, when some of you, most of you, you already are involved in a lot of activities. And here we are really here to help you to really have even more tools to continue with your engagements. I think that was it from me so far. Yes, and now we move. So really, it was really a short introduction, and you will see much more on the content with when you progress towards the pre-training. But just also to start a bit with a fun exercise, we try to represent the development of a medicine on the next slides. Thank you. So we represented basically the therapeutic development path and the general principle that are supporting it as a circle, just to show that it's not only linear, but it's really reinforcing and feeding itself as we progress in the knowledge of the diseases and of the pathways in terms of the disease mechanism. And for the first, so we'll have breakouts then afterwards. But the first question that I had really for the whole group, just to kick us starting, is so we've represented this this circle, starting with the little personage at the bottom and ending with access to patients, more or less, for medicines. And what do you think is missing in the dark blue box? So meaning, what do you think is needed to start the development of a medicine? So I see answer in the chat. Yeah, and if you want to also react, don't hesitate to raise your hand or to just unmute yourself. The need for therapy, patient views. Okay. A good idea. Sure. Please continue. I mean, there is no wrong or right answer. It's really also to really hear from you. Diagnostics, that's absolutely true. Patients, patient knowledge, experience, patient involvement. Great. We do have a lot of great answer. Willing person to start, yes. Innovation, patience, midterm analysis. Well, that's already entering into technical. Thank you. Necessity for the patients. The need for therapy. What will the patient use? A test, evidence from patient to start research. Yeah, no, that's really great. Well, thank you very much. What we put indeed in this dark blue box is really a bit summarizing everything you've contributed. So we are all aligned. Indeed, we should and we have to start every therapeutic development with the patient needs. Also, because there has been so many development that were done starting on the wrong foot or for only the sake of innovation, but without fully understanding the patient needs. That also this is the idea of the schools, to be able to really try to put together all the pieces of the puzzle and really do things right since the start. So having the patient involved, having the patient needs in mind, and then moving towards the development so that we are the most efficient we can. And I think that then we will break for more fun, like Marta said, in small
Now for the fun
groups.
part. Yeah, we'll break into smaller rooms. Wait, let me stop.
And I
Well,
think we have the next slide now to show what will be
yeah,
presented to you all. Maybe just.
yeah, sorry. I'm pasting a link in the chat so you
Okay,
will
sorry.
know
No,
where to
sorry.
go once you are in the breakout rooms. So you'll join your breakout room, and then if you are breakout 1, go to the slide number 1. If you are breakout room 2, go to slide with the title 2. Okay. I want to share just one more thing. Sorry. Yep, sorry. Going back to the slides. Virginie, you
Yeah.
want to explain? Yeah.
Yeah, no, sure, thanks. So it's the same circle. We have left the patient needs at the beginning and at the end, because as we said, we start with patient needs, and the aim is to fulfill at least partially, but as much as possible, these patient needs with the development of the therapies. And then we have been kind also to you, and we filled some of the blank boxes, but we left the other one empty. So it's also kind of ice-breaking exercise to continue, that you could meet and connect with your fellows. But what we are asking you with this exercise, and on the slides that Marta will share, you will have exactly this same slide and the one that is on the screen. So what we ask you is to place the boxes that are in the bottom, in the bottom of the slide. They are actually in an order that is not the order they should be appearing. And we ask you to place them on the circle so that you have the full development path and complete at the end. And yes, there are some acronyms, which is also kind of on purpose, because we wanted also to have you get used. So acronyms are used a lot. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but you will see them a lot. So it's good as well that kind of you get familiar with some of them if you are not yet. And indeed, it's first in human, can also explicit the other one. So MAA is marketing authorization
I
application.
think they are explained in the
And
exercise.
they are explaining the exercise. Okay, so then that's I'm stopping here. And yeah, I guess if you have any question on how it works, let us know. But
Yeah.
otherwise, we'll monitor you a bit, like looking at how the slides are getting filled up. But
Yeah.
should be fun. No pressure, just
Okay.
to get to know
So
each other.
if you can open the link in the chat, and then Gemma will open the breakout rooms. And I think, yeah. In the first slide where it says instructions, you have all the acronyms described.
Yeah, and I have seen now that there are some boxes that are filled in the first slide, but in the other of the breakout rooms are not. So maybe you
Yeah.
just need to check the first slide. Okay, I'm sending you to the put the link again. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sending you to the breakouts. Okay.
Yeah, I
Does
can't see
everyone
the link
has seen
either.
the link in the chat?
It was,
Because
it
I
was,
see it.
I put it in the waiting room. I don't know why.
Ah, okay. That's okay.
Ah,
bad.
okay.
Okay, so maybe yeah, copy the link before going to the breakouts.
Okay. So now it's done, right? Yep. Okay. I'm opening the rooms.
Perfect. See you back in about 15 minutes.
See you.
See you.